And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Chicago White Sox.
All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Martin Perez. What do we have on him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
All right, ready to go here. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl on the outside corner, and this one is off and running.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 0-1. Just off the outside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
And now it's even up. And downstairs. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
In time, Devon. 2 away here at the top of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy? Finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Matt McClain stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's outside. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. That one off the mark. And the count is 3-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Stevenson. On the ground to the left. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Runner at first with 2 away. Stuart Fairchild, the next to hit for the Reds. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fairchild measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Stevenson, the runner at first with 2 gone. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. 1 for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Hunter Green.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the 1st, and here is Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-2. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. And that one is inside ball 1. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Friedel makes the catch for the out. 1 down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 2 gone.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
2 out, space is empty. Next offering misses. 1-1. That one at triple digits.
1-2.
Caught him looking for the K. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 1-0. Here on the south side, top of the 2nd. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Perez back to work. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Now batting Jamer Candelario.
That's
Just
off the plate.
missed. That misses
That's the
off
ball.
the outside edge.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped on the ground to second. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Gavin Lux. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Line drive, and it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Batting ninth,
Just a
left
really
fielder,
nice approach to
Austin
shoot
Hayes.
that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Austin Hayes. That one's in there. Strike 1. And a foul ball. Lux on at second with 2 down. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. 1-2 to count.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. Going, gone. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Pitch misses inside. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at right field, Andrew Vaughn now.
First baseman.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's outside.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one found hard the other way.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Up and in, 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Josh Rojas. That's outside. Ball 1. Green, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Oh. 2-0.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch misses. Fastball for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. So now 1-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the air, right side of the infield. Steer. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 7, designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Let's go, Miguel.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Ripped into right field, base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Brooks Baldwin in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And there's a ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One, 2 now. fights it off. He'll see another. Rojas on second. Vargas at first. 2 out of the inning. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. White Sox strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here on the south side, on to the 3rd inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. That's a strike.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Ball one there.
2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Up next for Cincinnati,
Matt McLain will hit next. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swing and a line drive. Base hit out into center field. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
He's safe.
Now batting, catcher.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Reached on an infield single his first time. To third might be 2. Rojas over to second, and a run scores on the double play.
Up next for Cincinnati.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Next for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. He's 0 for 1. Outside. And that's ball 1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Movement in the bullpen. Jared Schuster, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. That's too low. And now 3-0. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Okay.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. So it's 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 4 and the White Sox nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel on his way over, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Way high there, and it's 1-0.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2 balls, no strike. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Runner on at first with one gone. Luis Robert Jr. getting ready to hit. And that's way high. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Tauchman stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Just missed. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one a little bit high. Full count now.
Really good two-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Struck out looking his first time.
Benintendi.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hayes pulls that one down, and the inning is over. So one left for the White Sox. They're down 4-0. On to the fourth, and now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Steer in his third season, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And another ball.
2-0.
And that's off the outside edge. And it's 3-0.
Strike. Woo.
And a big swing and a miss.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Take a base.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
New
the White
pitcher on
Sox.
now, Jared Schuster.
Number 51.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Man at first, nobody out. In now for the Reds, Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 1. First
No,
offering, and it
that's a
just
ball.
misses.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike. Swings through that one.
1-2. Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Gavin Lux now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Shake it off. Let's get two.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the
0-1.
pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Now snap throw to first.
No, he's
Steer
in there.
back on a dive. Oh, 1 down. That one
That's a ball.
missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Way
2-2.
high. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, a short could be 2. On a second, they get 1. Oh, the throw is over his head. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Give it to him, Chicago.
Foul ball there. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 1 left for Cincinnati, but they're in front 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andrew Vaughn.
All right, Sox.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball, 1 strike.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Just
0-2.
not able to catch up to that velocity.
Outside
1 ball,
low,
2 strikes.
and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Off the mark there. 2-1.
2-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate, a game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground, and you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Rojas over at first with 1 away. And that is in for a strike. 1-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Vargas batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 outs, and that's way high, and the count is 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. The White Sox lead 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. Schuster back to work. Rip towards third. Over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 2.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Ellie was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
That's towards center. Robert moves under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt McClain.
2 outs, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh. 1-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside corner, got him looking. Reds down in order, but they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. That one in there across the letters.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Full.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So a man at first. Here's Corey Lee. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one just misses, and the count 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering is downstairs. Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. That one at the knees for a strike. There's a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail it here 4-0. Here on the south side, all set for the top of the 6th. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch just misses. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tyler Gilbert, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Boozer getting cranked up as well. That one missing inside. Not even close there. And it's 3-0. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Stuart Fairchild. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, 2 ball. Boots it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Slider for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Inside,
No, that's a ball.
just missed.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. In now for the Reds, Jamer Candelario.
Jamer Candelario.
And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. So 1 hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 4 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the 6th. So here's Robert now. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Activity in the bullpen. Tony Santillan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Mole also getting ready. The delivery to Robert. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
2 strikes.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Stays alive. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Hunter Green departs. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm.
Now pitching for
Brent
Cincinnati,
Suter into the game.
number
And he's got a
31.
nice lead to work with, so
Brent
he should
Suter.
come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Benintendi up here. And that's
Ball.
way high. Ball one.
One ball.
Benintendi,
No
the
strikes.
former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Friedel pulls it down, and there's two down.
Now batting first baseman Andrew.
Two down, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
All right, Sox, let's go.
That's in there.
Let's go, White Sox.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
2 outs, runner at first. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1.
Go, White Sox.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Vaughn leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Come on, White Sox.
That one's
That's a ball.
upstairs, ball 1.
Let's go, Sox.
Out to short. They get the
He's
force, and that is the inning. Nice work from the Cincinnati pen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 4 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Cam Boozer.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 71, Cam Boozer.
Now it's the DH, Gavin
The
Lux.
designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
Boozer, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And Benintendi able to make the grab. 1 away.
Now batting left fielder, Austin Hayes.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And first offering is fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one
1-2.
way inside.
Two and two.
All right, here we go.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Friedel in now, takes ball one off the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Reds 4 and the White Sox nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in. One up, one down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Miguel Vargas digs in now.
Vargas.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The White Sox down by 4 here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, out to short. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop. Brooks
2 outs,
Baldwin.
base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a miss as he was late
No
that
ball.
time.
1 strike.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
He goes
That's
down looking. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Boozer back to work. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And now
No,
1
that's a
and
ball.
2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt.
just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a ball.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
And that's
the ball.
downstairs. And now 3-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next is
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. That one outside, ball 1. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. That to right. Tachman sizes this one up, and that is that.
now pitching for
Tony
Cincinnati.
Santillan comes on now.
Number 64.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one clips the corner.
In this
1 ball,
situation,
1
you
strike.
expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. And they close the gap. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
One out, base is empty. Luis Robert now 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And there's a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Alexis Diaz up and throwing for Terry Francona. Mole, the lefty, warming up as well. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Next pitch, not close, up high. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting.
Benintendi to the plate, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. And there's a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Misses inside, and it's 2-2. Robert leads off first with 1 away. The next pitch misses. 3-2 now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tony Santillan will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Alexis Diaz.
Now pitching for Cincinnati. Number 43, Alexis Diaz.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 outs. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
That one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hit in the air, right field. Fairchild. And that is that. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Leisure.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Fairchild leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. One down, base is empty. That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And takes low for ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Checks a swing. Now it appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. In time to Vaughn. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, third baseman.
Now, Jamer Candelario. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. That one just misses.
Ball 3. 3 and
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 4. Bottom 9, leading off, Josh Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0. Ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Hayes has it sized up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Lenny.
And now
Sosa.
here is Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. In there at the knees. And that's strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. So they're down to their final out. And up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
And the White Sox down to their final strike.
0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw
1-2.
something maybe down in the dirt.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. The White Sox down to their final strike. On the ground right side. And that'll do it.
He's out.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.